Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Happy Thursday po, mga kababayan. It's good of you to join me, no? Now, some initial bad news. Hindi po, Sonny can't be with us today, so it's me and Paula, and you, of course, so but happy Thursday. Welcome po to our immigration corner nga. And hopefully you will enjoy it. Ang laki ng topic natin. And we have so many wonderful questions, no? So yung mga nag-email sa akin nga last week and I wasn't able to deal with them. We will be discussing yung mga questions nga nila. So we have at least 4 and they're very full topics nga, wide ranging. So but anyway, so it's so make sure you stay on, you stay tuned nga. But happy Thursday po. It's welcome to our immigration corner nga. So hopefully, batiin niyo pa rin ako. So let's start, Paula. Hopefully may bumabati sa atin. Oh, Miss Paner, our usual top 3. Hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po and stay safe. God bless po. God bless, Miss Paner. Hopefully you're well, no? Nasa ka ngayon? Are you are you at home? Hopefully nagre-relax ka na nga lang, no? But thank you for the greetings. So sino pa po? Maris. Hello, Maris. Hello, Maris. Yeah. Good evening po. Good evening then, Maris. Are you keeping well? Yeah, it's the weather's turned a little bit na nga, no? It's ang init. Was it last week? Ang init nga. Ngayon, umulan na ng konti. But, well, it's a change of season nga. Hello, Maris. Kamusta po? Sino pa? May. May Tigbao Vargas. Hi, Miss Vargas. Yeah, good evening po, Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira, Direct Pao, and to all viewers. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, May. Hopefully you're well, keeping busy. I'm sure you are, no? I love your emojis then. Oh, okay. Jonathan Jared or Jared Jonathan. Hello, good evening po. Thank you for watching us through YouTube. Are you well? Tell me where you're watching from. No, it's always quite nice to see that we have viewers from all over the place. So so hello. Analu, hi Analu. Amazing evening, Attorney Lira, Kuya Sonny, Direct Pao, and to all viewers, God bless everyone. Yeah, to you too, Analu. No, I hope you're keeping well and keeping healthy. I know you are. Hi, Gigi. Gigi. So, unfortunately, wala nga si Sonny ngayon. Good evening, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Also, Direct Pao. Happy Thursday, all viewers. God bless. Hi, Gigi. Yan. No Sonny nga today, unfortunately. He has family commitments nga. So he's fine, nga. So don't you all worry. Okay nga lang siya, but yeah, can't join us unfortunately today because of family issues nga, no, family commitments nga niya. But anyway, hopefully he will next week. Hello Lorraine Cantos. Happy Thursday po, Tony Lira and Kuya Sonny and everyone. Hi Miss Cantos. Hopefully you're keeping well and make sure you tune in, no. Malaking topic natin mamaya. Celso Tagudin. Have a nice day from España. Hi, Celso. What's the weather there? No, it's probably much the same nga dito, no? Are you well? Say hello to Spain. Paolo Ainsa Luna. Hello, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Hi, Paolo. Hopefully you're well. And unfortunately, wala nga si Sonny ngayon. So I will try and keep everyone hopefully informed and entertained. And thank you for watching us on YouTube, no? Hi, Mohidin Mohammed. Hi to you back, And again, no, thank you for watching us on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's Patrocinia Haban. Gusto ko lang malaman. Oh, okay. Question to ha. Gusto ko lang malaman, do I need to apply for dual citizenship? What are the requirements? Now, Patrocinia, make sure you tune in, no? Idadagdag namin, so that would make, we really have a full evening tonight. Idadagdag namin yung question mo. So, make sure you continue to tune in. Oh, Oliver! Oh, what? Watching from. Oh, you're back! Watching from Everett, Washington after long, strenuous night's work. I would like to say hello to the members of our virtual social bubble. Thank you, Attorney Lira, Kuya Sonny, and Direct for delivering our favorite Thursday learning program. Hi, Oliver. Did you have a good time? No, when did you come back? No, from the Philippines. I hope you're not too jet lagged. This man works so long, no, so hard and so long hours. Oh, galing to kay Malu. Malu Lozada Crisi, watching from Mildenhall, UK. Oh, hello, Malu. Are you well? I hope you're home rather than at work now, no? Dahil gabi na nga. So, anyway, it's so nice to have all your greetings. Nga, as I say, it's unfortunately wala po si Sonny ngayon. But I will try my best to keep everyone entertained. At saka, malaking topic natin ngayon. And there is a deadline also, no, to this, and the deadline is in 2 weeks, no. So 15th of September 2022, no. So pag-uusapan po natin ngayon ito, Adult Dependent Root Campaign deadline nga 15 September 2022. It's actually a bit more, there's a bit more to it nga than that. So please help us to make representations nga in time for the 15th of September. So hopefully magbabago for the better yung mga batas to do with family migration. Pero yung topic po natin nga ngayon is the ever popular and the big topic of adult dependent root, no? Yung titingnan po natin, and what can we do maybe to make some changes for the better to do with adult dependent roots, no? I mean, you will know that adult dependents are to do with magulang nyo, children over the age of 18. So it is a big, important topic. And then on top of that, we have several viewers nga, meron silang questions, and the questions are quite interesting and very practical. So make sure you tune in. So, but for the moment, I think we have we're going to go into a commercial break, no, for the moment. Tapos, babalik tayo. Stay tuned. Pagbalik natin, we'll launch into the topic and also the questions. So, don't go away.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Welcome back po. happy Thursday uli. Yung nga sabi ko na kanina, unfortunately, wala si Sonny nga ngayon, family commitment. So, you have me, and of course, we have the wonderful, hardworking Direct Power, no? And so it's so you have the two of us, but so we'll try and keep you nga entertained, no? And yung nga malaking topic natin ngayon, and there it's to do also with a deadline which happens in 2 weeks time only, no? 15 September, 15 September. So importante po na mapag-usapan natin, and if possible, no, if you can obviously make the representation. So suddenly a flash of the dog. So he's becoming he's become a mascot for our immigration corner nga, no? So that's Watson, no? He has a good life tong asong to. But yeah, he's quite anyway, we'll show him again later, no? But yeah, he's yun ang mascot natin for the immigration corner. You'll see him again later if you stay tuned, no? So mag-uusapan po natin ngayon is the adult dependent route, and for change we may be able to do effect some changes to the rather horrible, harsh rules now known as the adult dependent route. So pag-usapan natin. So unang-una po, anong ibig sabihin? What is the adult dependent route nga, no? Now, in adult dependent route changed in 2012. No? Dati, kailangan nyo nga lang pakita is that the person, yung dependent yung pamilya nyo sa atin, would be living otherwise, unless you can bring them into the UK, they would otherwise be living in the most exceptional, compassionate circumstance. No? Yun ang kailangan mong pakita. And so, hindi nila kailangan may sakit, hindi nila kailangan, it doesn't have to be nanay, lola, ganoon. So, it could be, for example, a child who's over 18 na nga siya, yung nga lang maiiwan siya doon, wala, usually kasama niya ng mga pamilya niya, o gusto niya siyang kunin dito. O, yung magulang nyo, no? Kasama niyo sila sa pamilya, magkakasama kayo sa bahay, so iiwan nyo nga sila. So, before 2012, yung nga kailangan yung pakita that the dependent nga, the family member would otherwise be living in the most exceptional, compassionate circumstances. Pero after 2012, or rather in 2012, nagbago po yung batas, no? So let's just look at the new law now. Tapos let's look at why that's changed. So in 2012, ang kailangan pakita na, so ang batas po ngayon, so in order to apply under the adult dependent route, kailangan pakita the applicant is a parent, obviously over 18, a grandparent, okay din nga, brother or sister over the age of 18, son or daughter over the age of 18. The sponsor must be in the United Kingdom. Sponsor nga is over the age of 18 uli. British citizen, has settled status in the UK, for example. No? Now, on top of that, and the most difficult, if you like, condition na kailangan yung pakita is, I'll just read to you the Home Office summary of it. Tapos tingnan nga natin, no? So applicants need to demonstrate that they require a level of long-term personal care that they are unable to get in their home country, either due to cost or availability. So yun ang kailangan nilang pakita, no? Now, tingnan nga natin ito maigi. So you need to show long-term personal care. So kailangan may sakit, sino man, no? Ang kukunin niyo dito, kailangan masakit, hindi lang konting sakit, kailangan malala nga. Because you need to be able to show that that treatment is not available, or is not because of cost, or just not available as a treatment, no? So ibig sabihin, it makes it nearly impossible for parents, grandparents, adults, dependent relatives to join their family in the United Kingdom. Now, just as proof of that, no, dahil nga nagbago in 2012, let's look at the data, what the Home Office in fact have even have published. So, in before 2012, no, average po around 2,325 visas are granted per year under that route. Now, 2,325, hindi man gaano madami. Especially when you look at the amount of people who, say, come into the country on a work visa, for example, mga ganon, no? Family visa, generally spouse and children. So the adult dependent route nga, at the time, pre-2012 or up until 2012, the number of people granted a visa under that's 2,325. That's for the year, no? So it's not. It's a small percentage of visas granted in the United Kingdom. Now, in 2017, no, the last, for example, you know how many visas were issued under the adult dependent route? 2017, 0. No, that's depressing. 2018, tumaas ng konti, 35 for the whole year. No? 2019, mas mataas ng konti, 113. I suspect partly because of that, maybe to do also with the prelude to COVID nga, no? And then in 2020, how many? 70. No? So you can imagine. So it's the change has been talaga phenomenal. No, it has made it incredibly difficult to get a visa as an adult dependent. No, and that applies to magulang nyo, lola, lolo, o kaya anak nyo na over 18 na nga. So it has made it truly difficult. Now, why did they change it? Ano bang dahilan? No? Bakit nila binago? Kasi una nga, no, not many people are coming under that. Pero binago nila. What's the rationale behind that? Now, the answer quickly is money. No? So sabi nila, those people who are coming in under that route, natakot nga sila na baka ibig sabihin, no, they'll be reliant then because they would get indefinite leave to remain, so settled status. They'll be reliant on the NHS, for example. So they were worried about the money. No? Now, whether or not they were right to worry about the money, again, that's in doubt. There's some concern about the data nga that they used before. But even putting that aside, no. So gusto nang mangyari nga is to dissuade people from making an application under that route because they were afraid that it would cost the taxpayer money because of access nga to the NHS, for example. No? Now, so it's certainly they have achieved what they wanted to achieve. What's interesting though is this. No? Now, of course, 2012 was a decade ago. Huh? So in the last 10 years, people, even MPs, so nga politicians, of course, certainly lawyers like me, campaigners nga, we've been saying, well, okay, tingnan niyo ulit, no? Tingnan niyo ulit itong adult dependent route because it is having a massive and negative effect nga on family life in the United Kingdom. So people who are already here nga, British na kayo, o kaya indefinite na nga kayo dito, and those people coming into the United Kingdom who want to say, for example, work in the UK and then later on get indefinite leave to remain, for example. No? Now, and until recently, no, they were not really keen on looking at that. Dahil nga, in 2016, there was a review of the adult dependent route. Basically, ang sabi nila, well, it's working fine. No, we've the concerns on the issue of cost remain, and so we are maintaining the change in the rules. That was in 2016. Now 6 years later, ngayon, there's again they're again looking at it. So it's taken 6 years. No, so 10 years from the date it was introduced, and 6 years since its last review. And this is our chance po, no, tayo, no, to make our views known. So ito po, there is a what's called a family migration review. Okay, those of you who are looking to to find out a little bit more, ito po, yeah? The Justice and Home Affairs Committee, no? Basically are saying, look, they're going to look, it's conducting an inquiry into family migration. Hindi nga lang the adult dependent route, but also generally family migration. Family migration is to be understood in the widest possible sense. So lahat po. So you're looking at any children application, spouse application, titingnan nilang lahat. And titingnan din nila this adult dependent route. No? So now is your chance, no, mga kababayan, now's your chance to actually make your views known. And it's frankly not difficult, huh? Now, meron link, and Paula, I'm sure will send you, we'll post the link later. So all you have to do, okay, is go on to that link. Nandun lang. So it's very straightforward. It's just a kind of they're just boxes to tick na. Tapos, they're asking for submissions, and it doesn't have to be anything formal. And you don't even need to give your real name kung ayaw yung bigyan pangalan nyo, no? So they're asking for experiences and your views to do with family migration. And it's anything and everything to do with family migration. But that of course includes the adult dependent route. So by family migration, it would include things like the minimum wage, no, yung 18,600. What do you think of that, no? So spouse applications, for example, no, the need for say the accommodation, no, and what do you think of that, no? The adult dependent route, which is probably in the context of family migration, yung siguro pinakamahirap. The adult dependent route, what do you think, no? What do you want the post 2012 rule, you know, the rules that we have now, to continue, or do you want it maybe to change? No, my personal view, and actually my legal opinion, is it should change. No, also politically, I think it is good to get it changed. No? And we'll look at that a little bit more. So it's not it is now your chance to have your views known, and it's not difficult. You put in the link nga, tapos you follow the instructions, and it will only take you a few moments. But you should make your views known, because my concern is if we don't make our views known now by the 15th of September 2022, no, we're probably looking at another 6 years again, no, before the government is forced to look at this issue generally. So please make your representations. Kung kailangan nyo ng tulong, no, email me, because the more people email them with their experience, with their views, the stronger, the more our call for change would be. At saka, of course, the more informed they would be. No, hanggang ngayon, at the moment, hindi nila alam, no, how the people are feeling quite strong about this. Concerns that you have, yung experience nyo, no, and now also we are in a different, if you like, situation from say 2012 o kaya 2016, 6 years ago. In the last 6 years, we've gone through pandemic, no. We of course have the Ukraine war at the moment. We've had Brexit, no. Now, it is all that I do think has resulted to a number of things changing, and drastically so. So certainly Brexit, I do think, at saka the general, if you like, political upheavals nga, ibig sabihin, there are less people for certain jobs, no. So alam naman nating lahat, I don't think it's even the government would dispute it. Anything to do really with medical, they're needed, no. And the United Kingdom is competing against other countries, no, Canada, no, America, no, Australia, for the same skill set, for the same kind of people, no, who have this skill set, no. So a prime example is accepting the need for for introduction of getting people into the country is the care visa. No? Alam niyo po naman, no? We've spoken about this before. The care visa was introduced in February 2022, so 6 months ago. Now, it's only, at the moment at least, in play until February, the 15th of February 2023. So we have 6 months to go before it actually ends. I think it's probably going to be extended. I hope so. No? But it's an acceptance, I think, at least by the government, na kailangan mga taong ganon. Those skill sets are truly required in the United Kingdom. And then, of course, there's the usual occupations that are never off the shortage occupation list, and they are doctors, nurses, no, social workers. I mean, at the moment, also builders, no, in the UK. So there's a long list of people of skill sets na kailangan nga dito. And we are competing. The United Kingdom, of course, is competing against other countries, like Canada, for example. And I can personally attest to the fact that I've advised people who have inquired nga, gusto nang pumasok nga dito, gusto nang isama ang pamilya nga nila dito, they have the skill set, exactly the same. They have exactly the same the qualification that the United Kingdom want and need. But as soon as ang tanong nila sa akin, okay, nandito, papasok ako, dadaling ko mga anak ko, tapos dadaling ko din ang asawa ko. And then, sometimes they ask me, well, okay, gusto kong dalhin din ng nanay ko o tatay ko dito, no? Magkakasama nga kami, gusto ko siyang kunin din. Tapos, so yun ang question nila sa akin. Ang sagot ko, I'm sorry, but they're not part nga of the limited family members that can come in as dependents. And I mean that's and I've had so many occasions in which they say, well, in that case, no, in the UK, I have to go elsewhere. Dahil hindi ko sila pwedeng anong gagawin ko, no? Hindi ko sila pwedeng iwanan nga dito. And that the same thing applies to adult children, for example. No, you can't, they can't just leave, their adult children, just because they've gone from 18 to 19 nga. That does not mean that you can leave them. So it puts people off. And these are the people nga that they want to recruit in the UK and they need in the UK. So now is perhaps the perfect time nga to say to them, look, what you think may be the cost of bringing these applicants into the UK under the adult dependent route is likely to be outstripped by the benefit nga to the UK economy also, in bringing in the sponsors, the principal applicants nga in the UK. Now, of course, kung nandito na nga sila, sabihin natin yung anak nga nila o kayong magulang nga, if they're not sickly, they will likely be taxpayers. They're working in the United Kingdom, and they will be establishing family life in the UK, and maybe, creating more jobs if they're entrepreneurs, for example. So this is why I think this is the best opportunity we've had in the last 6 years to make strong representations, to make some changes, some needed change, for the adult dependent route, and they can also introduce certain things that would perhaps limit maybe access to public funds. So there are ways of restricting certain benefits kung kailangan nila if they're looking to restrict that. But I think and this data has also shown, and personally, as I've said, people are put off by not being able to bring their whole family, to the United Kingdom. You can't be. It's just not correct to make people make the choice. Kasama mong nanay, tatay mo, iiwan mo sila sa Pilipinas. No, that can't be. So we are likely to otherwise lose out to other countries that allow it. Canada is a prime thing, no? So, for example, in 2020, I think Canada allowed something like an additional 20,000, parents, to go to Canada because they want they want you to go there to work there. Tapos kung sama mga magulang mo, that's fine by them. So, but that's for us also to make it, quite emphasize the importance of this, to the government, and that we do by making this campaign, So itong campaign po natin, 15th of September 2022, will flash later on nga the link. It's terribly easy, Hindi po problema. And if you don't catch the link, email me. Actually, I'll see about putting it also on our website namin, yung Douglas Simon website, so that you can have a look. But we only have until the 15th of September, And hopefully, if we are able to effect some changes with any luck, it may mean kahit may edad na mga anak nyo, baka pwede sila makapasok dito, magulang nyo, kahit wala nga silang sakit, na makapasok nga din dito. So, it is such an important deadline po, 15th of September 2022. So, it's I hope that you will be able to make submissions. And if you have any questions nga, you can't find the link, o kaya hindi kayo sigurado kung sasabihin nyo, o kaya hindi kayo sigurado kung dadagdag nyo nga yung pangalan nyo doon, email me, okay? Yung nga lang lagay nyo, it's subject immigration corner. If you want, you can also put adult dependent route campaign. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to pay particular attention nga to any emails nga makuha ko, because I'm more than happy, of course, to assist. The importante po ito. This is the best and probably the only time we will have, to really make representations, because at the moment I do think nga yung gobyerno natin ngayon dito sa UK, I think they are paying attention. Dahil nga clearly there's been a demand. There is a demand for all sorts of skills. So carers, hospitality. So they are. I think in order to thrive, we need to have the possibility of recruiting, encouraging, workers from hindi nga lang sa Pilipinas, but all over the world to come to the UK and stay. And one way of doing that, the adult dependent route. So at the moment, I think importante nga ito that we're able to, in fact, persuade the government. So please, make sure you have a look nga. You can also just Google it, Adult Dependent Route Campaign, House of Lords, Home Affairs Committee, ganon. So there are all sorts of ways, but we will give you the link. But it truly, believe you me, simply lang po. So all you have to do is click and then continue. It doesn't have to be long, but make your views known, please. Now, okay. So, meron tayong mga questions ata, and if you have any questions, of course, yung pinag-usapan natin, feel free, please to email us. Yeah. Now, so tingnan po natin mga questions, because ang ganda mga questions natin. I'm so grateful nga to our viewers. So tingnan natin first question, Paula, please. Okay. Now, ito po, unang natin question. Galing kay Evelyn Gold. Good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. May question lang po ako regarding sa anak ko. He was born in Hong Kong, but now he's naturalized British citizen. Pwede po bang mag-dual siya at makakuha siya ng Filipino passport? If yes, paano po magiging process? Thanks to you both. Evelyn, okay. So, the answer is good news. He can, as long as, so kung nung pinanganak siya, so my question is, nung pinanganak siya, Filipino passport holder ka ba? No, Filipino citizen ka ba? No, it's not that you gave up your citizenship. No, you didn't renounce. Kung Filipino passport holder ka nung pinanganak siya, then he would be considered a natural born Filipino, kahit hindi nga siya pinanganak dito. Okay? In which case, he would be entitled to Filipino citizenship. No? Now, yung proseso po, hindi naman ganong okay lang naman, simple lang naman proseso. Yung nga lang, you need to do a number of things. So ang process po ito. You need to book, no? And that's perhaps the most difficult thing at the moment. You need to book an appointment because appointments are quite hard to get nga at the moment. But there's an online booking. So if you go on the Philippine Embassy, if you Google Philippine Embassy London, there's a section there about passport application. So ang unang-una nga, you need to secure an appointment. Yung sabi na secure an appointment. Pangalawa po, you need to complete the application form. Now, Paula has actually the application form. Papakita ko sa inyo ngayon, no? This is the application forms required for minors applying for Filipino passports. Ewan ko nasa yung nga yung Paula, yung application form. But otherwise, we can also show it later on nga. Now, on top of that, no? So, titingnan natin application form mamaya. Minor applicants, in your case, no? Because British na nga siya, and I'm assuming born abroad, so born in the United Kingdom, for example. So you need to be able to provide a report of birth and birth certificate nga niya, no? At saka yung passport mo to show nga na Filipino passport holder ka at the time of his birth. Now, so as long as you're able to show that, then he should be granted, in due course, a Philippine passport. So he would then be dual. The fee for the process is £55. So yun. Okay, so galing po, second question po natin, galing po to kay Patrocinia Haban. So Haban, no? Gusto ko lang what do I need to apply dual citizenship? What are the requirements? Is it possible to apply in the Philippines while I'm there? So dual, so I'm assuming dual nga, so you're British now, tapos you want to obtain your Filipino passport ulit, Philippine passport. But either way, you can of course be dual citizen. The Brits allow it, tapos the Philippine authorities also allow it. So kung British passport holder ka na nga ngayon, and you want to obtain your Philippine passport nga, no? It's likely actually that you never lost your Philippine citizenship. So, but the process for the retention and also so retention of it, or indeed getting Philippine citizenship, it's pretty much the same actually. So again, kung nandun ka sa kung nandito ka sa UK, unang-una nga appointment, and that's perhaps what takes a while. And then you need to complete the application form. Tapos, kailangan mo magpasok din ng, kung kasal ka, the marriage certificate, birth certificate mo. So, kailangan mo pakita basically that you're also Filipino. No? So, all those things you need then to submit nga sa embassy dito. Sa Pilipinas, I think you can actually make an application for Philippine passport nga din sa atin. But just beware, no? Kung hindi ka naman matatagalan sa atin, it could be that everything is taking a long time. Hindi nga lang sa Pilipinas, but also in the UK. But kung nandun ka nga lang for a holiday, then it could be you find that they're not able to sort out your passport during the time that you're there. But I mean, no real trouble to do it when you're here. Yung nga lang, ang payo ko, as soon as you can, tonight, for example, get an appointment, no? So log on to, kung dito ka nakatira usually, log on to the Philippine Embassy nga website and book an appointment as soon as you possibly can, no? Because appointments are few and far between and you're looking at long time waiting. So do it ASAP. But if you're looking for dual citizenship in the UK, kung Filipino passport holder ka, you have indefinite leave to remain, you want to become naturalized, again, hindi po yung problema. You can also do that because the Brits allow it as long as you satisfy all the relevant requirements. You must be, of course, indefinite ka na. You have to have been in the United Kingdom a minimum 5 years. No, the last 12 months must be indefinite. You can't have, you cannot be say excluded because of suitability. No, we're looking at say criminal convictions, mga ganon, no. As long as you can show all of that and you've done your test, the life in the UK, and also the English language course, then you can also apply for citizenship, so British citizenship in the UK, in which case you'll be dual, which is actually a good idea, and I would certainly highly recommend it for so many reasons. No, political also, so you can go backwards and forwards. Nga, no, having the advantage of being a Filipino citizen and also UK, and also of course, no, economically. No, so it's good to be able to have the possibility of being in the UK, dito kayo, or being in the Philippines. Okay, galing po to kay Jean. Question natin, Jean Odtohan. Okay, this is a great question. It goes through so many of the conditions nga, no? So, basahin po natin. So, hello, Attorney Lira. Single parent here, no? British citizen since 2020. Wow, okay. For settlement visa child po, ang application. Hindi po pala landlord. Bali, she would just help. Okay, so she would just help me with accommodation para makuha kong anak ko. Willing po si Pinay mag-provide ng statement of support na she's allowing us both mag-stay sa house niya. Kasi dalawa lang naman sila sa bahay ng anak sa bahay ng anak din niyang lalaki, no? Teenager din. No, that's good, no? Bali, double room lang yung accommodation ko sa kanila. Now, so that's actually a third, if you like, no, third question nga, no? Tapos involved daw ang tatay sa anak, no, sa anak ko. So involved. So it depends really on what's the extent of the involvement, no? Pero si tatay willing mag-provide ng statement of consent. Napayag siya dito sa akin ng bata. Complex po ba? Tapos third question niya, need po bang may school reservation ng bata dito sa UK? Now, Jean, I'm so grateful. Salamat po dito sa question because it deals with so many issues. Importante nga, no? Very important issues that kung kukunin yung mga anak nyo nga dito, you must be aware of. So let's break it down. So si Jean po, British na siya. So obviously settled nga siya dito, no? So kung gusto niyang gawin, kung gusto niyang kunin yung anak niya for settled status also, which is understandable. Let's assume nga, and I think it's that yung bata nga is under the age of 18. Now, the point she makes, and valid ones nga, yung accommodation, no? Ano bang mga conditions? Yung tatay nandun ata sa Pilipinas. Magiging problema ba yun? Tsaka yung eskwela, no? So let's look at the first and if you like the third issues first. No, accommodation po, kailangan yung pakita na sapat nga yung accommodation nyo pagka nandito na yung bata. Now, there are a number of things na titingnan nga nila. So una nga, yung kwarto, malaki ba yung kwarto? No? So double room, that should be okay nga. Now, edad ng bata. Of course, kung meron ka ng teenager, I'm assuming dito, no, teenager nga yung bata, then it may not be suitable for you to be sharing one room with your teenage son, no? It may actually be different also if it's teenage daughter. So it could be that kailangan mo a separate room para sa kanya. Because the Home Office may say that it's not appropriate to be sharing a room, no? Nanay tsaka yung teenager nga, in the UK, and it needs to be a big enough room also. But otherwise, yeah, you can put forward one room nga, a studio, for example nga, o kaya two rooms. You don't have to own it. You can certainly make you just need to make sure nga na you can provide evidence nga na talagang available nga yun sa inyo, na kaya mo nga yung renta. So accommodation is actually not as difficult to provide, difficult to prove, as long as meron kayong sulat galing sa landlord, for example, kung nandoon ka nakatira, maybe council tax, mga bills, ganoon. Pero kung room nga lang, kwarto nga lang sa isang bahay, get a letter from the landlord, no? Take photos of it, for example. Make sure na yung mga, you give good evidence that it's available for your child. So now, the second issue, that is the school. Now, you don't need a reservation nga for school in the UK bago mo siya kukunin dito. In fact, mga eskwela dito, sasabihin nila sa iyo, kailangan dito muna yung bata bago bigyan siya ng, they need to see the child bago bigyan siya ng reservation nga. So, but you can make inquiries, no? And you should make inquiries. Dahil pag kahit pinasok mo na itong application ng bata, yung sulat na papasok mo, yung statement na papasok mo nga, gusto mo din sabihin doon, I'm making inquiries with the school, local school. They've said child needs to be in the United Kingdom, pero malapit nga lang yung eskwela sa amin, walking distance, no? So it shows that you've looked at the yung mga options nga, the school options, the education. Dahil importante nga yun dito, importante din nga yun sa home office na tinignan mo nga yun. So accommodations okay, hopefully, at saka yung school reservation nga hindi mo kailangan. Now, Jean, more difficult is yung tatay. Okay? Sabi mo dito, involved siya. But it's a question really of, the extent of the involvement. Gusto kong involvement po niya, nasa Pilipinas nga siya, no? Hindi naman sila nagkikita, hindi siya nagbibigay, no? Yung nga lang nandun siya, so minsan, baka Pasko, bibili siya ng regalo, mga ganon, but otherwise not really involved, no? Then that is probably still okay. Dahil ito pong problema sole responsibility, the principle of sole responsibility. And yung mga viewers natin, it's something that I'm always on about, yung sole responsibility. Now, the worst thing you can do, no, kung kukunin mo siya dito, hindi sasama yung tatay nga, to do with sole responsibility, absolute worst you can do is to give a letter from tatay to say, pinapayagan kong anak ko na pupunta niya nga siya sa London, nakasama siya ng nanay niya. Because as soon as you give that letter, ibig sabihin, you've sought permission nga from the tatay. So, ibig sabihin, you have at the very least joint responsibility. The application will be refused. So for goodness sake, wag kang kukuha ng ganon sa tatay. And also beware, it's what does involvement mean? Involved nga siya. But what does that mean? So, kung hindi naman nakatira doon sa kanya yung bata, o hindi naman siya hindi din nga siya nagbibigay, he's not really involved apart from maybe, the odd Christmas, the odd birthdays, then he's not really involved. Kailangan pakita, Jean, sole responsibility. There's no way around that. So, yung question mo, komplikado ba to? It could be. So, be careful, dahil nga, if you make this application, it could be that if you're facing any kind of refusal, any problem, it would likely be yung sole responsibility. So it's a big topic of sole responsibility. So be careful. But yung nga, huwag ka magbibigyan ng sulat gangkit sa tatay, because otherwise the application will be immediately refused kung hindi man kasama ang tatay dito. Okay, galing po to kay Franklin Cesar Agustin Baya. So, ang question po niya, attorney, ask ko lang kung pwede pa yung adult dependent na may asawa nang mag-apply. Dito na po kami sa UK mag-asawa. Okay. So, Franklin, yung anak, siguro pinag-usapan natin yung anak mo, no? Anak nyo nga dito. Yung anak nyo nga lang dito, meron na siyang asawa, meron na siyang pamilya. So, magkakaproblema kayo, Franklin, unfortunately. No? Dahil yung adult dependent, it means exactly that. Kailangan yung pakita nga na at the moment at least, no, the rules say that you need to show that it's a question of long-term personal care, no? So, kung wala naman sakit yung bata, yeah, yung anak nyo, may pamilya sa atin, ewan ko, meron siyang trabaho, so there's no way that he would satisfy nga the adult dependent route. And this is why, yung nga pinag-usapan natin kanina, we need to make representations no later than the 15th of September. So Franklin, gawin mo ito, no? Because I think your issue here, no, is perfectly understandable. Gusto nyo kunin yung anak nyo nga dito, at pamilya siguro ng anak nyo. Make your views known, no? 15th of September po ang deadline because it could be na baguhin nilang batas. But the moment as things stand, hindi po pwede, I would imagine. Okay, galing po to kay Donna Bennett. So, hi po, Attorney Lira. Ask ko po sana, paano po kung ayaw i-renew nung asawa ko ang spouse visa ko dito sa UK? Kasama ko po ang isang anak ko na babae dito sa UK as dependent ko po. Magpapauwi po ba kami sa Pilipinas? Also, ask ko po lang kung pwede po mag-apply ng ibang visa kung sakali. Salamat pong marami. Donna, I'm glad you asked this question. No, dahil it's actually a very it's a fairly common situation, sadly. No, now let me make some assumptions, some background. No, so yung asawa mo, I'm assuming British na nga siya o kaya indefinite na nga siya dito. Kinuha din yung anak nyo, spouse visa ka, dahil spouse visa ka, yung anak nyo, under 18 siya, but dahil spouse visa ka, visa binigay din nga sa kanya, dependent, no, same amount of time, so 2.5 years. So, ibig sabihin, mag-i-expire ang visa mo, tsaka mag-i-expire din ang visa ng anak mo. Ngayon, ang nangyari, nagka-problema kayo, I'm assuming, no? So, sabi siguro ni Mr. Well, in that case, no, hindi uwi na lang kayo, hindi ko kayo tutulungan na, no? And that, of course, is a massive problem, no? And it's a horrible also problem to have. Now, unang tingnan po natin ito. Now, do you have so yung sitwasyon mo, is it because of tawag nga dito domestic violence? So ginugupi ka ba, for example, no? Sinasaktan ka ba niya, no? Kung yun then you may be able to go under what's called the domestic violence route. If you can prove that, then kailangan nga nilang ebidensya, ha? So kailangan nilang the Home Office will ask for, say, police report o kaya hospital report, no, na showing your injuries. So they want substantial evidence of domestic violence. If you can show that, then even though nasa probation period pa rin kayo, yung unang 2.5 years, then you may be able to get actually indefinite leave to remain rather than simply an extension. Pero yung po domestic violence route. Now, sabihin natin there was no domestic violence, yung nga lang ayaw na niya, problems, no, came about. You can still make an application na so pagka i-extend nyo nga ang visa nyo, it would have to be on the basis of say outside the normal rules, no, exceptional circumstances. So basically, ang papakita nyo nga hindi kayo basta-basta makakauwi nga lang sa atin. Yung bata nga hindi mo siya pwedeng sustentuhan kung nasa Pilipinas nga. Yung bata magandang eskwela nga niya dito, thriving in the United Kingdom. It could also be yung bata nakikita sila ng ama, yung nga lang ayaw siya makita. No? In which case, you can also say that na okay, importante pa rin dun sa bata yung relationship niya sa ama, kahit nga wala na nga kayo. So all those things may amount to exceptional circumstances. Kung yung visang bigay sa inyo, ang visang bibigay sa inyo, extension nga 2.5 years. Now, under that route, no, rather than 5 years, dahil kung dire-diretsong spouse visa ka, at saka yung bata nga, 5 years ang kailangan mong pakitang total, 2.5 at 2.5. But under the exceptional route, no, kailangan mong pakita 10 years na total. So basically, 2.5 years times 4, effectively. So the 2.5 years nga na spouse visa, and then another 3 applications to make up for the 10 years. But at least you can stay in the United Kingdom. Pero Donna, no, be careful dito, no? I always say nga sa mga kliyente ko, evidence is king, no? So, hindi nga lang na ibigay yung ebidensya, you also need to explain it. And you explain that either yung sa statement nyo, yung sulat nyo nga sa home office, ano bang nangyari, and also legal representations. So when you're looking at things like, exceptional circumstances, sole responsibility, importante po that you have good guidance as to the law. Okay? So kung hindi ka sigurado, you must really seek, legal advice, because ang ayaw mong mangyari, of course, is na mapauwi nga kayo, because I suspect that you will probably be extremely difficult, no? Na babalik nga kayo, sasama mo yung bata, kung wala kang trabaho nga sa atin, especially kung binenta mo na lahat mga gamit nyo sa atin, no? Dahil nga you were coming to the UK to actually live in the United Kingdom. So you got rid of your home, appliances nyo, mga furniture nyo, wala na. Dahil you were not looking to go back to the Philippines, no? But there are possibilities, Donna. No? But kung ikaw, given that it's a fairly complex area of law, seek advice. No? Importante po yun. It's before doing anything. Hopefully, your visa is still extant. O tsaka be careful also, baka susulat yung mister sa home office na sasabihin nga niya na hindi na kayo nagsasama. Kung gawin niya yun, kung mangyari po yun, it could be that the home office writes to you to say, well, puputulin namin visa mo. No? So kahit matagal pang visa mo, be careful, because it could be that you need to actually address that before the visa finishes. So seek advice as soon as you possibly can. Okay, galing po to another question from Osti B. Now, hi to you, to both of you. I got my indefinite leave to remain, ILR, last February 2020. Namatay pong asawa ko 4 months. Wow. Nang makarating ako dito sa UK with spouse visa. So, nakuha po agad yung indefinite leave to remain ko. Yeah, I'm already here in the UK for 3 years. And I'm holding indefinite leave to remain for 2 years. No? Pwede na po bang mag-apply for citizenship? Thanks for the infos. No, God bless. God bless, Osti. Now, yeah, my condolences. That's terrible, no? So, but at least nakakuha ka nga na indefinite nga. So, indefinite leave to remain under the bereavement route. Now, to get now naturalized, so yung citizenship nga, no? There are and ultimately, British passport. There's 2 stages po. So in citizenship, you get that by making an application for naturalization. Now, that is quite different, of course, from the indefinite leave to remain. Para sa naturalization, kailangan mong pakita, Osti, na nandito ka minimum 5 years. Well, of course, you're no longer married to your wife who's passed away, no? So 5 years ang kailangan mong pakita. So, kung dumating ka dito, so count 5 years from the date na dumating ka nga dito. If you've, because indefinite ka naman na, so 5 years leave to remain in the UK, the last 12 months must be indefinite, no? You must be suitable, yung sabi nila, yung good character, so no criminal convictions, man ganon. And you cannot have been absent from the United Kingdom. You should not be absent from the United Kingdom more than 450 days in the last 5 years, and no more than 90 days, so 3 months in the last 12 months. Okay. So, but and of course, if you don't have it already, you probably do the English language, the B1. At saka the life in the UK test. So, the quick answer to your question is, kung nandito ka pa nga lang 3 years po ang total, kailangan mo pa mag-intay ng additional 2 years that you need to be able to show 5 years total leave to remain in the UK the last 12 months must be indefinite, which is not a problem for you, and the other things nga, no, your life in the UK and all of that. So it could be so not yet, Osti, but no, in soon. Okay, so galing po to kay Anivi L. Lopez. Tanong lang po, pwede po ba akong visahan pag nag-invite po ako ng kaibigan ko, at ano pong pwedeng pong visa para makapunta sa UK? Okay, so Anivi, so siguro nasa Pilipinas ka nga ngayon, no? Sabihin mo, no? In which case, kamusta, no? Now, of course, yeah, pwede kang imbitahin nga dito, in which case it would be a visit visa. So visit visa is 6 months po, 6 months maximum. And kailangan yung pakita nga na pagka nandito ka, na you're not going to overstay, that's the main thing, na pagka, that there's a true reason why you're coming into the United Kingdom. Ako, may mga event, birthday, for example, o kaya wedding, anything like that. So but yeah, it's a visit visa application, which is the same thing as a tourist visa. Yung nga lang, bawal po magtrabaho, hindi po pwede yun. Now, if you're looking about the possibility nga of working in the United Kingdom, then you need to look at the old Tier 2, pero ngayon tawag na po skilled worker route, which is under the points-based system. So, kung yung plano mo, gusto mong magtrabaho dito, one route that I would recommend you look at is the carer route. Pinag-usapan natin yung last week, and kung kung interesado ka doon, have a look at last week's episode nga, because the carer route, hindi mo kailangan ng academic qualifications to show that you're a carer, but it would be good to have some experience. Kailangan mo nga lang ang umpisa trabaho nga dito, but that is only in play for a maximum 12 months. February 2022 they introduced it, so it will end in February 2023 at the moment, Pero kung interesado ka, tignan mo na. But kung di ka interesado, gusto mo nga lang pumasyal dito, then of course it's you can come in nga as a visitor, as a tourist. Yung kailangan mo nga, tama ka, kailangan mo kung iniimbita ka, then you need a letter nga from your sponsor, if you like, the invitation nga to say, saan ka titira pagka nandito ka, sinong gagasto. So you need to be able to show then also na meron kang babalikan nga din sa atin. So kung nagtatrabaho ka sa atin, kailangan mo pakita nga you have a holiday there, sabbatical kung mas matagal, o kaya kung nag-aaral ka nga sa atin, sabihin mo din. Dahil kailangan gusto nila makita na meron kang babalikan sa atin kung papasok ka dito as a tourist. But it's a very good question. I love the questions. I truly have loved the questions nga today. Dahil we've gone through ang dami, So we've gone through spouse visa, unfortunately bereavement nga, so work, and of course, yung topic natin na malaki, the adult dependent route. I say again, and I've said it so many times, I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, ang deadline po, 15 September, 2 weeks lang. Yeah? We have 2 weeks to make the representation. Simple lang po. I will, so all you have to do nga is Google, You can even Google a family migration review, 15 September 2022 deadline, and it will come up. It's on the Home Office website. So, but otherwise, just email me. Lalagay ko din sa website nga namin, and please make nga the representations. Dahil importante nga yun. It may be the only time in the near future nga that we can actually try and make our views known, and they may actually even listen. So importante po, do it. It's we have 2 weeks, 2 weeks lang. So so do it. And if you have any questions, as I say, I'm happy to assist. Email me, But anyway, so I hope that you have enjoyed that. So binabati tayo ni Malulo Sada Crisi. watching from Mildenhall, UK. Hi, Malu. I hope you've enjoyed that, no? Sorry, no Sonny today, no? I'm sure he will explain to us anong nangyari sa kanya ngayon. But I don't think it's anything serious, but it's family commitments, no? Marian Galicia pa niya, opo, I'm home po. And maulang gabi and getting dark na po. Tama nga. Thanks po. I'm well. Thank you. Ano, Marian? I'm so pleased, no? You're home. Ewan ko kung kumain ka na nga. Actually, hindi pa ako kumakain. I'm quite hungry actually. So make me jealous, no? So it's oh wow, Jay Bricks. Hello po, watching here from Czech Republic. Wow, Jay. Thank you for joining us. I don't think we get many viewers from the Czech Republic. How are you? No? Are you well? Hopefully you're well. Maria Fair. Good evening, attorney. Watching from Florida. Wow, the sunny climes of Florida. Wow, it's a lovely, beautiful place. I'm so jealous, Maria. No, so jealous. Hopefully, you're having a good time. Oh, okay. Galing po to kay Mario, Sandri, and Nache. Hi po, good evening. Watching here in Cyprus. My goodness me, Cyprus. Wow. Hopefully the weather's better there. I mean, dito malamig na konti, but at least hindi po umuulan. Although saying that, we definitely need rain at the moment, no? So I'm actually, I'm pleased na umuulan nga. We have at the moment host pipe ban in the United Kingdom. So kung nasa Pilipinas kayo, Cyprus, no, Sweden, so it's so all our viewers from outside the UK, no, I hope you don't have a hose pipe ban. So at the moment, kahit nga umuulan dito, we have a hose pipe ban, no. Hopefully matatapos na nga din so I can water my plants, otherwise they will frizzle to nothingness, you know. But anyway, it's look, it's as I've said, it's been a really interesting, at least for me, no, an interesting program nga today. Ang dami nating questions and really involved, complex questions nga. At saka, as I've said, yung topic nga natin ngayon, it is close to the heart of many kabayan natin, no? Because uso nga sa atin, kasama niyo magulang niyo, o children over the age of 18, kasama pa rin. Kahit may pamilya na nga sila, kasama pa rin, no? And you don't, of course, if you're coming to the UK to work in the UK, for example, for the NHS, no? O nurse ka, doktor ka, o carer ka nga dito, you want to be able to bring your family in. So at the moment, nga, the adult dependent route stops, does not cover, no, people who are not unwell, no. So please make your views known. As I've said, the deadline nga lang is the 15th of September. But anyway, look, I have so enjoyed today, regardless of, you know, it's I mean, of course I miss Sonny. We all miss Sonny. Sonny is a wonderful chap, no? Pero wala siya ngayon. But nevertheless, I have enjoyed myself immensely, but of course with the help of our hardworking, no, and clever director, si Direk Pau, our cum laude Pau, no. So it's but it's been a true pleasure, no, to be with you. But meron kayong mga questions. So Pau, my contact details, ito po, no. So ang contact details ko. And this includes, kung meron kayong question, hindi nyo makita nga yung 15th of September 2022 link, no? Email me, no? Email ko po, kabatbat@douglas, no? 2 S, tapos _simon.com, no? Feel free to call me, but it's easier to email, frankly. Email, telephone number po namin, 0203-375-0555, yung pong telephone number namin. Otherwise, email me. Kung mag-email po kasi sa akin, pwede po bang lagay nyo dun sa subject matter yung immigration corner, because oftentimes binubuksan ko after office hours. And ang problema ko, kung wala doon yung subject nga, dahil hindi ko alam ang email nyo, I can't find it again. So, lagay nyo please, immigration corner. That way I can also find it. And sometimes, yung computer ko nga din, somehow, it checks it out, It puts it in the junk kung walang subject. So, please, don't forget, lagay nyo immigration corner, especially if it's to do nga with the 15th of September deadline. Then we only have 2 weeks to put together and put forward our views. So feel free to email me nga at that. Look at the. I'll put it on the website. Actually, yung website namin. So you just need to put in to Google Douglas Simon, and then our website will come up, and I'll put it in the news section. I'll make sure that that is on tomorrow, so makikita nyo. So you can just go to you can just copy that, and I'll give you the link. So you just need to click on the link, so it would be good if you can. Oh, we have another greeter, Irene Havanilio. Hello, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Hi Irene, kamusta ka? Where are you? I think where are you watching from? May. Hi, May. Yeah. Thank you and good night po, Attorney Lira and Dark Power. God bless. Oh, May, that's so nice of you to stay the length, Thank you po. Thank you for keeping us company throughout. So it's look, it's been a true pleasure. As I've said, I always miss, Sonny nga. But I hope that you've enjoyed, our broadcast nga tonight. And I hope that was helpful. And happy to help. As I say, email me. But it's been a real pleasure. So hopefully, you've enjoyed that nga, and make sure that you share yung link namin. And I hope and to see you and Sonny, next week, same time, 7:30 sa Huwebes po. Happy Thursday.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. Buong linggo sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK.